Would you take a cactus up the arsehole? Hi guys, welcome back to Insanity Check, the little corner of the internet where we believe that always be liberal.
Yes.
And do the census. Oh shoot, the census was this year. Did you do the census?
I did not, no.
I have neither. Anyway, we have a little bit of a special episode today. We're doing a little bit of a Q&A. It's just me and Nathan.
Fat one. It's been a bit
Big
empty,
fat
It's been a bit
Q&A.
quiet. We
it
usually
is,
have
yeah.
some guests in here, do a little intro, meet some new people. No, just
have
the
some new
two
people
of
bring
us.
some.
We can make it if we try.
Oh, duet. We don't need anyone else. We don't need anyone else.
That's horrendous.
Right, guys. So we're going to be doing a Q&A today. We have a lot of questions from all of our.
Yeah.
We have subscribers. We have people that have been on the podcasts in any episode. They've been asking us some questions. Stuff from our Discord.
Yeah.
Join our Discord.
We put out some question. Are they questionnaires? Not. They're like questioning people for questions. Question receival.
Yes.
We were asking people for questions
Inception.
on our Discord, the link in description.
Join our Discord.
On our Instagram, link in description.
In description.
Snapchat, link in description.
Link in description.
We now have a Reddit, link in description.
Link in description.
So we were asking questions all around there, and we've compiled a list. We have a list. And we are here today to answer as many as we can. If your question was submitted and you wanted it to get asked, or you saw a question in the Discord or somewhere else that you would like to ask, a good question, why didn't that get asked? You know, pop it down in the comment section. We won't sit down there. That works, doesn't it? No, probably not.
Probably not.
Anyway, should we get into it?
Yeah, we should. Do you want to go first, or should I start? That's the question.
I tell you what, I will start on this one. Now, this is a question from Fruit Bowls on our Discord. One of our longer term fans, been with us for a while, and they ask, would you ever want to do a podcast live on Twitch? Now,
100%.
Yes, this is a thing we've done in the past. We've collaborated with Sappytron. We did some live stuff there. I believe we've done that twice now.
Is it twice?
Because we did the live gaming chat, and then I believe we also did an Among Us session with him.
Yes, we did. Yes, so I remember that.
Twitch is a platform that we can reach into, but at the minute, I feel like our limitations are the fact that Twitch is a difficult platform because you can't gain a standing on Twitch. You have to outsource it.
Somewhere else.
You can't post regularly on Twitch and expect to get somewhere. You have to already have that following. So maybe when we get a bit bigger, that might be something we can do.
It can always be something for fun if we don't.
Yeah.
We were talking about an Among Us session.
Yeah.
Probably in the future, which could be a fun time.
Leak.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. A little bit of a leak, little bit of
I'm gonna follow this question up with the next question from Finn Steele, who was on our last episode talking about guys. And he has asked, what is our favourite colour? Now, if you can't tell, my favourite colour is purple. Now, there are some subtle hints to this.
Very subtle. Very, very subtle.
Such as 90% of our display being purple. Alex,
his name on like everything.
What about you, Alex?
It's black.
Black.
It used to be red. Now it's black.
Never
would have guessed. Never would have guessed. Right, next one. Go on, Nathan.
It's you, is it not? Do you want to go?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, I will go. This is from Fruit Bowl again from our Discord. Link in the description. We're doing that from now on. Every time you mention any kind of social media, link in the description.
If we link the description every time, this episode's going to be over an hour long.
Right. So would you guys consider putting your podcasts on Spotify?
Yes.
Yes, that's the short answer. The long answer is that is something that we're doing in the background. Hopefully, we want to get the next chunk of episodes out before we start loading everything onto the Spotify, just to help with I think the ease of the process. Price.
So process. The problem, we have been doing a bit of a behind the scenes work trying to get ourselves onto Spotify. it's a long, complicated process.
Mm-hmm.
We have made some progress. However, the problem with it is that it costs money. Now, if you don't know, me and Alex are currently students, which means we don't have money. So...
Hey, speak for yourself. I have a job.
Whatever. Anyway, so we do have an RSS feed set up, which is what you need to put it on Spotify, and we will be putting it on Spotify. But we're going to finish this next block of episodes before we're going to essentially stockpile them all on there at once. But to answer your question, yes.
Yes, it's going to be great.
It will
Monetization, guys. Monetization. That's what it's all about. Money. Anyway, next question from Atsim, who is in our Discord. Link in the description. He is asking, would you guys consider having random guests on the podcast? So maybe other YouTubers, maybe a streamer like we had with Sapitron.
People with bigger following.
Being a bigger following that we can kind of leech off and steal. I think, yes, if we can find people, and I think that's going to be one of the things that I'm going to work on in the background, trying to find some other smaller channels that we can collab with. That'd be great for both our channels. It'd be very beneficial. I think it could be.
Yes, it's again in terms of the Spotify and the Twitch. This is going to be a long-running theme. In terms of everything, we need to get a bigger standing before we can start reaching out and collaborating with bigger people. I'm lucky enough to know Sappy because he happens to go to my college, and I was lucky enough that he wanted to come on and he wanted to have a bit of a chinwag. But
chinwag, oof.
In order for us to get bigger people on, we would need a bit of a bigger following. I know it's doable because I know Sappy does have some upcoming guests on his podcast, Golden Bits, link in description. I know he has got some, or I think he does. Last time I checked, he does. I won't mention any names in case stuff doesn't happen, but word around the grapevine is he does. So it's definitely a possibility. But I feel like we want to get on our feet as a channel before we start reaching out to other bigger channels,
Well said.
I think I'll take the next one. As I specialize in this. Are red beds in Minecraft the only acceptable bed? Yes, if you use a white bed, you are an incel. Go back to your mental hospital. Moving on.
Yikes. Doesn't it come in white?
It comes in white. And if you use white wool, it comes in white. It used to be only red beds back in the glory days. God, the white beds, I put one up on screen. They look like mental patient beds. They're horrible.
They're not that bad. Personally, I get a black bed anyway, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, but you're bougie.
Yeah, I'm a little bit bougie. I go around killing squids in the ocean, guy. I work from my bed.
Nah, I can't. It's like... Red beds
it's
only.
It's not the worst.
Red beds only. Red beds only.
Oh, gosh. Right, we're moving on.
Moving on... Oh, that was by Remy.
Zach.
I don't know if I said that. That was by Remy. He'd been on the podcast before. Such episodes as some of them.
Some of them. We don't know them. Can't remember. Have no clue. All right, Zach is the next one. How big do you think Insanity Check will be in the future? Hopefully huge.
Yeah.
PewDiePie level.
Million subscribers. Level. We're taking over.
Yes.
Taking over. Honestly, to answer this question, I don't think we set out making this channel in order for it to get big. I mean, we're approaching 60 subscribers as it is. I never thought that we would really get that much of a following. I just wanted to do it because it was something to do. We're all a bit bored, it's something to keep people amused. I don't really think...
We are entertainers.
Yeah, I don't think either of us really had the intention of creating it for self-gain or, popularity. We just did it because we wanted to just spread a little bit of joy in the world.
Honestly, basically the same thing as you. It was just something to do. It was a vibe, I just wanted a place that people could come together and give their views and have a great time. And I feel like we've built that small little community here.
Yeah.
And if we grow from that and that's a benefit, then hats up to us. It's great.
Yeah. Right. On to the next question from Mr. Finian Steele from last week's episode, the guy chat. He is asked, what is the best aspect of the podcast. Now, personally...
Do you want to nerd out first before I say my opinion?
I mean, I don't really have much to say. Like, yeah, I have been able to, like, use my Adobe skills to add a bit of razzle-dazzle flair to the podcast, but I wouldn't say...
Smuggles.
I wouldn't really say that's my best aspect of the podcast. What I really like about the podcast is when we do something like this, when we really when we interact with the community we've built, and you get people talking that would never have usually started talking, and you just get all of these people in one place asking you questions and just having a good time. That, for me, is the best aspect. And when people like write comments like, good episode, really enjoyed it, this was such a great thing to watch, I really enjoyed it, stuff like that puts me over the moon, simply
really
because of just the effort we put into this podcast. I don't know if you guys know how much effort goes into this. I spend probably about 6 hours. We record usually at like 3. I'll stop recording, go in, turn my laptop on, and spend the next 6 hours of my day editing and posting to YouTube. And if I make a single mistake, I have to restart the whole process. So much effort goes into this podcast. So when someone says, compliment your work, that's such a good thing.
Yeah, it just sounds lovely, Great. The community interactions are just absolutely bam. Oof.
Bam.
Bomb. Bam. They're just great. My favorite aspect is how it's pretty similar to yours, actually. Like when we're doing an episode and we bring different people from like different backgrounds who would have never met, and they all just gel together in an episode and have fun during a recording. Like we're just all laughing and having a great time. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Because if the podcast didn't exist, these people wouldn't know each other. Yeah. And I feel like everyone benefits from being on the podcast. Not hyping up too much, but like we are like matchmakers, but like not the romantic type of matchmakers. We are friend matchmakers, which is great.
Friend makers.
Hey, start our own TV show on MTV.
Because I think another great thing is just so many funny things happen behind the scenes. Like we'll take a cut for a break, and just some conversation will spike up, and it'll just be the funniest thing.
Hey, you want to talk about my Domino's? My Domino's dilemma? Oh my gosh. Tried everything at Domino's, and it's tragic. I'm bored of Domino's.
He's bored of Domino's.
I'm bored of Domino's.
And I was saying, if you had sex every day for your life, you wouldn't get bored of sex.
And then I was like, well, you just thrown a little bit of bondage in there. Throw a little bit of BDSM, maybe a little bit of bestiality, nothing too big, throw some chains.
It's the bondage responses like that keeps the planet spinning.
Exactly.
And for fear of being taken down, I'm going to swiftly move on to the next question.
No, but seriously, no, think about it. Marriages that are like 50 years plus, their sex must be so boring. They must throw all kinds of crap into that.
YouTube gods, please don't ban us. Moving on to the next question. By Finn Steele, which is, what was your motive behind the podcast? I think this is a good question for Alex, because Alex was sort of the main. He came up with the idea of doing the podcast, so I think I'll hand that one directly to you.
Thank you very much, co-presenter. So, I feel like we're in a sports, those sports commentators. Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, what happened? I've always loved listening to podcasts, in my opinion. I feel like podcasts are just a great way of vibing. Like you're doing homework, you're doing any type of hobby, I don't know, writing or anything, and you're listening to a podcast and you're listening to the interactions between people. It's like being in the conversation, and you're enjoying yourself, you're listening, you're getting to hear stories of different people's lives and just getting an all-around experience, which is great. I was listening to the All In podcast by Lucifer and Creator. They're Australian streamers. It was so good. It was just them two just talking about different life experiences and just gelling and vibing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have that same experience, especially because we were in lockdown and everyone felt so distant.
Yeah.
I just wanted to have something to bring everyone together and just have a great time and have fun. And for viewers as well, they can have something to listen to while they're doing homework or they're revising or they're like, I don't know what people do these days, cook, wash up,
who knows?
Hoover.
Who knows?
Just something to just lighten their days, because podcasts they make my day better. If I have a bad day and I listen to a podcast, it makes me feel better as a person. It makes the day slightly less crap.
Yeah.
So I was like to Nathan, you want to make a podcast? And he was like, sure. And here we are.
Yeah, and he was just like, hey Nathan, I'm doing a podcast. How the fuck do I do a podcast?
Fully.
So
Nathan came.
I came in with my technical genius. You know, I was like, bish bash bosh, set it in the wash, 250 degrees in the oven. Hey presto, you've got a pie.
I thought it was in a washing machine. What? We went from a washing machine to an oven so quickly.
Don't question it.
No question. All right. So the next question by another Finn. There's too many Finns. Anyway, Facecam question mark.
Now, I think I'll answer this.
Yeah, you can answer this.
I think this would be a good idea. However, with the current affairs and due to everyone being completely fucked because of lockdown and we're not able to go out, we're not really able to do stuff like face cams because a lot of the people we have on do it on their phone or they don't have amazing internet, and that's not the fault of them. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying simply it's doable, but with current times it's difficult and it requires everyone having a good internet, everyone using a good camera, and then it means that I have to go behind the scenes and do all the extra editing.
Yeah, isn't it like different editing for the visuals and audio?
It's the same, but it's quite finicky because it's just more finicky. So it's doable, but I feel like that would be something we'd have to do if we were recording in person.
Yeah, I feel like definitely in the future we would do a couple in person.
Oh, definitely.
Episodes,
once lockdown's over, I would love to do some of these episodes in person. It would be such a laugh.
It would definitely bring a different vibe, being able to see everyone's faces and their reactions to things. That'd be great. Very much enjoy that. Right, do you want to ask the next question then?
Yeah. What is your favorite fruit? This is by Fruit Bowl. Who'd have guessed?
Never would have guessed.
Personally, I'll do a fruit tier list.
Tier list.
I do my top 5 fruit tier list. So you've got like a banana. I think banana's pretty B tier because it's easy to eat. You know, it's quite nice and it can mix well with a lot of other stuff. Apples, F. Don't like apples.
Apples? Why?
Mainly because I have braces and they're difficult to eat with braces.
Okay.
Gets in my teeth. Don't like them.
He's blaming his deficiency, guys. He's blaming his deficiency.
Kiwi, I'm gonna set like probably a B tier. Nice taste, but it's difficult to eat because you have to cut it. Like it feels like you're doing surgery. You got like pineapple. I would say that's a solid A tier, along with like mango. Yeah. Mango's good. I
hate mango. Mango's disgusting.
Just because they're nice, not too faffy to cut up, good. And I'd say probably my favorite fruit. Oh, so that's a difficult thing.
Can you go back to mango? Why mango?
It just has a sort of exotic taste. That's
the whitest thing I've ever heard.
It's what I picture Spain to taste like. Like if you were to take a bite out of Spain, that's what I imagine.
If I was gonna eat Spanish dirt, it would taste like mango.
I think my favorite fruit would. There's so many.
I swear, if you say like pear, I'm gonna get so annoyed. I swear. Don't say a pear. Say dragon fruit.
I'd have to probably say probably a watermelon, you know? Like
watermelon.
A sweet watermelon. Yeah. What about you?
See, I would have said watermelon, But recently, my sister got me into black seedless grapes, and I've never been able to go back.
Yes, grapes. Boom.
Grapes.
S tier. Juicy as fuck.
Beautiful.
They come in 2 different colors. What more do you want?
3
There's a
black. There's a 3rd. Did you not hear me say black seedless grapes? Black grapes.
Oh. Black, red, and white. All you need.
Oh my god, that's all you need. All the races.
I'll take this last question as well by Ben. Ben Sappy. Sappy Ben. What was your inspirations behind the podcast? Now, I think really this is a you question. This is a me question because I'm the one that did a lot of the creative side. So, I mean, the name was sort of a mutual choice because Alex is shit at naming stuff.
Yo, boys chat was great.
Chat R us.
Chat R us.
He wanted to call it Chat R us.
It was an idea. Okay, calm down.
But I think
Chat R us is great.
Yeah, and then with design aspects, I feel like we wanted to go for a sort of chilled out, lo-fi
quite bright. Yeah.
You know, bright but not eyesore. You know, sort of like sci-fi, lo-fi, sort of beach to chill and relax to, you know? And with logos and stuff, the little Brian the Brain, I call him. Alex doesn't like the name, but I call him Brian the Brain. He was literally Google search for brain, Google search for sofa, copy paste into Photoshop, little bits of tweaks, but with the remake, so episode 11 onwards, I completely redid everything in Illustrator, so it's all my own work. But I mean, it just ties in with everything, you know?
Yeah, it was great.
It was.
Love Brian the Brain.
I like the direction we've gone in, and I think it fits everything.
Yeah, I feel like it fits our personalities, our views. I think like the podcast encapsulates us as people, which is what I like. It shows our personality.
If you're wondering why it's called Insanity Check, because we made it in lockdown, and it's sort of a place where you can come to make sure you haven't gone insane yet.
Because you get to see more insane people.
You can. It's a safe area. You can stay safe. You can stay sane, talk to like-minded people. Hence why I've got the brain with the megaphone, because he's talking out about what's driving him insane or something. Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Who knows?
I'm spitballing here. We saw a design that looked cool and they matched it.
Yes! On a whim. Love it. So, question from Charlie. Which one of you is the biggest simp? Already know that answer. It is Alex. Let us move on to the next one.
Can we dwell on it for a minute? Can we dwell on it?
Okay.
Simp! Thank you.
Happy? Okay, cool.
I'm happy now.
At Sim. 5 biggest secrets.
Right.
That's
Do you want me to go first or should you?
Yeah, you can go first.
Right. Well, I'll tell everyone I'm 6 foot, even though I'm 5'11 and a half. My feet are quite small.
Ew.
Well, you know, people expect tall people to have big feet. My feet are like a size 7.
Oh wow, I'm a size fucking up. I'm like a size 7 or 8.
That's
are you
what
okay?
I mean. You see?
Jesus.
You see? Anyway, I don't know that much about technology. Now, I'm not sure if that's so much a secret as it is people not really understanding what I specialize in. But like my nan will be like, Nathan, come and fix my printer. Now, I don't know how the bloody hell to fix a printer. I just turn it off and on again.
Does that work?
Yeah. Or I just follow the instructions. But I'm good at computers. If it isn't a computer, doesn't mean I'm good at it. Anyway. 4th biggest secret. I don't know. I don't keep a lot of secrets. I'm quite open about a lot of my stuff. My DMs are completely open. So
That's desperate. Jesus. Oh gosh. Oh, link to Nathan's DMs in the description. Oh gosh.
I guess my biggest secret is that I secretly like the Wii U. A lot of people don't like the Wii U.
Really?
I sort of had it out of necessity. I didn't get why people didn't like it that much. I thought it was a pretty well-rounded console. It took everything the Wii did, and it built upon it. I don't know what the problem was with it. I'm probably gonna get shot down in the comments for that, but oh well.
Yeah, you probably will.
Alex.
Right. Me. I don't know if it's a secret, but I used to do things 12 times because I was super superstitious. Like I would, well, not pee 12 times, but you know, eat food 12 times
a day.
I don't know, lick
12 spoonfuls.
Like 12 spoonfuls. Lick a spoon 12 times. Lick something. There's a lot of licking. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Another secret. Cheated on one of my girlfriends. We get it. Calm down. Don't need to go into that story.
No. Let's go there.
Let's not go there. Probably like the biggest secret, because I'm just skipping to the fifth one. I still enjoy Fortnite. You know what? I don't play it, but it's not that bad a game.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna get a lot of slack for that.
Sorry guys, we've decided to cut this podcast episode short. There will no longer be any more Insanity Check episodes. And that's all, folks.
It's not that bad. It's terrible. The new season is bad, but I still watch the odd Fortnite video. Not for Fortnite, but for the content creator. Yes. That is my 2 cents about Fortnite. Anyway, you want to ask the next question, Nathan?
Question number 14 from Finn number P. And his question is, what is the ultimate aim of the podcast? To make people happy and to get sued by Jessie J.
Yeah.
We don't really have a goal. We don't really have a goal in mind. We're doing it because we enjoy doing it, and that's all there is to it. I mean, would it be nice to get to like a milestone? Yeah. Would it be nice to like get ourselves on Spotify and Twitch? Yeah. But I wouldn't call them like the end goal. I guess the end goal. I don't think there is an end goal. The end goal is just to sort of spread the happiness that we're so enriched with. Oh,
we are happy people.
God.
We are full of happiness and joy.
Yeah, the thing is, if you actually know me in real life, I'm not happy.
Yeah. He is a grumpy individual. Very grumpy. Right, the next question from Finn number P as well. Oh, main thing you want to do after lockdown?
Sex.
I think just wow, that just out there. Anyone? Sex with anyone? Are we gonna go into specifics?
Lots of meaningless sex.
That is a mood.
I need to surround myself with sex and alcohol until I fill the hole that this year has brought upon me.
I feel like that's gonna be a lot of people, you know.
We talking men. We talking women. We talking kinks. Anything goes 24/7. Every week, all month. Constantly until I'm satisfied with my life.
Like everything? Like orgies? Threesomes?
Anything goes.
Anything? Your sex drive is immense.
Alex. Next question.
Yeah. I mean, I was just gonna say seeing my friends, but you know, the sex thing is there as well.
That too.
Yeah, you know, remember that. Remember the friends you have.
Maybe mix the two together. Who knows?
Maybe mix the two together. You never know. Alex, I can't say I'm down, but I can't say I'm not.
A phone call. I may require your and Lisa's services.
Lisa doesn't like sharing. Anyway, moving on. Question from a random person. Would you take a cactus up the asshole?
No.
See. I was having this conversation with someone. I would say yes, but like if you skinned the cactus and got rid of all the prickles, and then you froze because apparently the inside is like jelly. If you froze the inside, just use it like a dildo.
Next question.
You see where you see where I'm going here? Like, you see my thought process.
Alex.
You could you could suck on it. You don't have to use it. But like, I mean, obviously it has to go up the ass. But
I'm
like,
worried.
What if it's a small cactus?
I'm worried for your personal like problems. I think you have some.
I don't.
Let's just get that out of the way. Anyway, next question, also by a random person. What are our thoughts on BLM? I think I'll go first because I have a bit of a less experienced opinion / view, however you want to put it, considering that I am a white privileged male. If I don't like using that term, I don't see. I'm an equalicist. I believe that equalicist. I think that's the correct word. I believe in equality for all. I don't feel like anyone should be viewed as better or worse than anyone else. I think everyone should be hated equally. Everyone has their flaws, and everyone just needs to get on with their lives. If you're racist, what the fuck, man? Why?
What the fuck, man?
Get a hobby. Like, you know, I don't care about your opinion. It's invalid, quite frankly. But you know, that's my personal opinion. I feel like this podcast being a safe space, we try not to touch on such topics, but I do feel like this was a good question to answer because it allows us to express our views on it without making it an entire episode.
Very true. Put our 2 cents into it.
Alex, what are your views?
Well, leading on from your hate everyone and racists get a hobby.
No, that sounds really bad. If someone just tuned in right now and was like, yeah, you hate... That makes me sound like a Nazi.
It does, yeah. Anyway.
No, I hate white people too, it's fine.
It's fine, guys. He hates white people too. Right. It is a very big and confusing topic, but like I'll just chime into it a little bit. Personally, I've experienced so little racism.
Yeah.
And I went to an all-white school.
Oh, God.
Yeah, for 5 years. Experienced very, very little racism. As an ethnic minority, I know racism is out there. I've just experienced very little, so it hasn't affected me to motivate me to do anything in terms of the BLM movement. I just chill on my J's and hang out with my friends. And obviously, if someone does anything that I deem as racist, I will confront them. And then that ends, and then we move on. So... yes, it's a problem, but it's not a problem that affects me. Now, black people, don't come for me saying that I don't chill with the blacks no more, saying because I don't do no BLM stuff. I would, but I just don't think it's necessary. I feel like there's enough people out there doing it, and a lot of them aren't doing it for the right reasons, or they're not doing it in the best way.
No, I know. I feel like a lot of people just hop on the BLM bandwagon without realizing what they're doing. And then they're just doing it to be able to go, yes, I support this. But it's not the same when you're not really part of it.
When you're not the one struggling because of what you're fighting for.
Like, personally, I tend not to have too... what's the word I'm looking for? I tend not to have, like, too... colourful opinions on the type of stuff because personally I haven't experienced any racism, be that towards myself or towards any of my friends, because I do have black friends. Not that doesn't make me racist.
He said the quote. He said the phrase.
There's no way around it. You can't say you can't have a conversation about it without actually bringing it up. That's the thing that annoys me. I mean, I've had black friends all my life since primary school, and I've never witnessed any racism. And if I had, I would stop it. And that's not just black people, that's all races. I've never experienced any racism. I know it exists. I know it exists for all races, even white people, believe it or not. But, you know,
I feel like we're quite privileged in the fact that we don't experience much racism.
But that's to do with where we live and our backgrounds and whatever. We're lucky enough to live in a nice-ish part of London, you know, as long as you don't go too far into Croydon. But yeah, I mean, that's my personal view on it.
Do you think there's I'm just diving into this a little bit. Do you think there's casual racism in our area?
I think right. Let me word this. If you're being racist and it's a joke, like if you're making a joke and it's racist, the joke has to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
If it's a funny joke,
it has to be in company you know.
Yeah.
It can't be just around random people.
Like, I have no problem with that. I have no problem with people making racist jokes, because a lot of the time you tend to find that when you make light of dark situations, it makes them easier to cope with. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
You don't know. Okay, that's fair enough. As
I say, I've never really experienced it firsthand, being a white guy, and I've never experienced it from other people. I've heard of it happening to people, and if it was to happen to someone that I knew, of course I'd step in. I'd be like, mate, you know what you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing, Chief?
But yeah,
stop that right now.
That's my experience with it.
Get a hobby. Yeah.
Right, so another question from a random viewer. Who is the best host? Now...
Alan.
I don't know who that is. It is us.
It is us. Yes.
It is I, Alan.
It is I, Alan.
For those of you unaware, my name is Nathan, and this guy's name is Alex, and if you take the first two letters of his name and the last two letters of my name, you get Alan. But I am the best. No questions. Moving on.
Saying that. Right, we're going to start a poll. We're going to find out who's the best.
Right, a question from Remy. Why hasn't my father returned with milk after 17 years?
Bro, milk is hard to find, you know. He's probably like scouring the entire
I'll tell you what
happened.
Milk. I'll tell you what happened. He reached in to get the good milk at the back. You got the freshest milk at the back.
Yeah.
He did that, and he reached so far in that actually he fell through like a time paradox, and he's unaged himself, and he's now a child, and he's looking for you, Remy.
He can't come back.
He's looking for you. You need to keep an eye out. His name is Alfredo Montelleremi. I think that's your last name. Montelleremi. His name is Alfredo.
Remelanton. If you see a small child staring at you on the street, it's your dad. Go up to him. He wants you.
Do not yeet him into the road.
Please do not do that. Please do not do that. Right. Next question from John. What is your favorite session for the podcast to film? Or I think that's a future and a past tense question.
Yeah.
So what episode have you?
There have been quite a lot of favorites of mine. I really enjoyed the first podcast we did, the first episode, just because it was so new and it was just such an exciting thing to be doing. I also really liked both the anime ones we did because it was a subject I could really sort of talk about, and the tech one. I really liked the live stream. The gaming live stream was really fun.
Yes, I really enjoyed that one.
But I think my most favourite one was probably the one we did last week, the guide chat. Not only because I enjoyed having the conversations we had and having the people we had on, but also because I loved doing the editing for that one. I spent a really long time doing the intro for it, and I was really pleased. The intro was so worth it. I was really pleased with how it came out, and I really enjoyed the conversations we were having and the environment we were and the vibe. It all fit together really nicely. What about you, Alex?
I don't want to be cheesy and say I loved all of the episodes because that's really sad.
Yeah, that's that's like the teacher that goes when you're at the end of the year.
You're my favorite class.
And you're like, you're all my favorites.
Oh, cap.
God.
Anyway, I enjoyed the Bench Boys reunion. That one was really good because it was like it went off script a little bit, and it was just us like catching up because for people who don't know, we hadn't spoken for like a couple months, and then we had the podcast, and we're like, oh, we should just have a reunion, do a Bench Boys episode, and just catch up a little bit. And I really enjoyed it. It was great. I also enjoyed the girls' chat episode.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of that because I was editing it.
I don't know. I like talking about girl stuff.
Yeah.
Don't know why. It's fun.
I mean, what's a good one though?
You said all the good ones. The anime one was so good because we went
the
off on one.
Relationship one.
Relationships, so good.
Can we just
had so much to talk.
Can we just agree that like all of the episodes on this channel are really good?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not the music one. The music one was a bit iffy. That was just because we didn't really know what to talk about.
Yeah, true.
It was sort of just a filler episode.
Yeah, very much
like I feel like a lot of our episodes have been so fun to do.
Just the people, the chats, the vibe, the editing. It was just all amazing, and it was just great to have all those different people. So thank you everyone who's been on the podcast. Thank you for being here, and thank you for vibing with us because we had a great time. Yeah.
I'll take the next one. Is skill-based matchmaking actually fair? This is by Hunter. Quick answer, no. Long answer, still no.
Still no.
And let's break it down, okay? Let's take COD, right? Load into a game. You're in a game. You got me, prestige like 9, 10, who knows? Level 250. You got Alex. Level, same prestige, lower level because he hasn't been playing that much this season. He's slacking.
Slacking.
You know, and then you've got Zach and you've got Atzim, who are both bang outs at like level 300 prestige max. You know, load into a game, and we get matched with who do we get? We get matched with Chad, the level 999 prestige 13. And he has got DM Ultra on all of his guns. He has bought all of the bundles, never had sex in his life, never touched a woman. Some say he came out the womb drinking G Fuel and smoking vape. And with a single click of his finger, he's able to sneak around into our spawn, get a nuclear. For what you don't know, that means a 20-player kill streak. And then he just, you know, he's up at the top. He gets the best played twice. Skill-based matchmaking does not work. It never works. It never has. Personally, I feel like skill-based matchmaking is a bad thing to implement into games purely because of the fact that you don't learn. You don't learn. It's very true. Because here's the thing.
I mean, if you start from the beginning, if you start from the beginning by yourself, you do learn.
Because hear me out, right? It's a better learning experience for everyone when you have mixed lobbies. And that's simply because, let's say you've got a lobby of 10 people. You've got 3 people that are brand new to the game, never played before, just hopping in. They're the bots. You've got another 3 people, they've played every season, got every unlockable, all the skins, everything. They're the sweats. And then you've got, like, everyone else in the lobby who are of varying middle points, whether they have, like, you know, they're prestiged a couple of times, you know, they're working through their skin grind. They're doing that, right? The bots get killed by the sweats and the normal people. And then the bots learn what guns are good, what not to do. They learn where to go, what to do, who to shoot, what to prioritize. The sweats, they have a good old time because
they're just dumpster.
They attack the noobs. The noobs don't know what they're doing, you know, and they occasionally get killed by the normie players because they're just like be looking at a noob being like, what the hell is he doing? So the more experienced players, they get to still have fun and play the game, and then you've got the normal players who get the challenge of the higher players and then learn also to better their experience and what to do, what not to do. And they also get the noobs for their free kills and, you know, their Sigma grind. So, and then you've got the flop side of that, which is where you've got skill-based matchmaking, where it isn't really skill-based matchmaking. It's just, oh, you did good last game? Here, play with the top 12 people in your UK area. No,
very much so.
Because then what happens is I rage at the game and I never pick it up again.
I feel like there should be skill-based matchmaking up until a certain point. Or skill. I feel like that would be good.
Right? Here's my suggestion. You don't have skill-based matchmaking in base game modes. You have a ranked game mode where you do have skill-based matchmaking.
No, but then no one plays ranked.
Yeah,
no one will play
but
ranked.
then therefore you have the sweaty people that want to play skill-based can play skill-based, and the people that don't want to play skill-based and just play casually have those casual games. And if you want to have a bit of the in-between, you can play hardcore. That works.
You know, they tried that for Fortnite and it didn't work because all the sweaty players didn't want to play against other sweaty players. So they went back to public lobbies, and then the casual players cried because they were getting dumpstered on by sweaty players.
That's where hardcore comes in. Like, sweaty players are more likely to play hardcore because of the easy kills. Whereas noobs and people who are unexperienced are more likely to play the core game modes. But anyway, this is a completely different discussion for another time. Gaming chat
Definitely.
2 when?
Gaming chat soon in the future.
And last question.
The final
of the
question.
Night, also by Hunter. Would you consider monetizing your podcast if it grew larger?
Of course.
I mean, yeah, why not? But
money.
As with the Twitch and the Spotify and getting the people on and the doing all of that shenanigans, we need a bigger following. And I guess you could say that getting monetized is sort of our end goal for the channel. I wouldn't personally. I would say it is just a goal that is there. It's
definitely
if
like a stepping stone.
It's an option. As I said before, we never really set out to make money off this podcast. We're doing it for fun. But if the option was available to us, I definitely think we would. But I feel like the thing with monetization is that YouTube can be so difficult with it. And we would definitely have to change the things that we talk about to fit the YouTube
change our
algorithm.
language, change our topics.
And I do feel like monetizing the podcast would take away some of the charm. So maybe what we could do is just do some monetized videos, some non-monetized videos. So you're still getting that good old Insanity Check content. But I don't think we have to worry about that for another couple 100 episodes.
100 episodes.
I mean, let's think about it. We've got nearly 60. We're on episode 15. If current trends continue, then let's say we gain about 2 subscribers a video. We're going to be here for a couple of videos until we get to that point. And then there's also watch time and blah, blah, blah. You know, cross that road and we come to it. Who cares? But short answer, yes. Long answer, yes. But it's not a main goal.
In the future.
Far future.
Definitely.
With all of my other problems.
Yeah. First world problems. Anyway, that's all the questions we have today. It's been great. If in the future, we're definitely going to do another one of these.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very nice to have a little break, just us two chatting, having a great time.
Nice.
You don't do this much often.
It's a good one. And I enjoyed the interactions we had with our community. If you interacted in any way with the Q&A, you got a special little role in our Discord server.
And for anyone who wants to give any new questions in the future for our next Q&A, hop into the Discord. There is a section for you to put some questions.
Links will be in the description, and there'll be a little icon that appears on the bottom left of the screen every now and again. So, just you do you. You join our Discord, boo. Join our Reddit, join our Instagram. Stay tuned for daily updates. That's all, pretty much, isn't it?
That is it. So thank you for watching our little Q&A today. It was a great time. Thank you, Nathan, again for always being here. Had a lovely time with you. Yeah. If you enjoyed the little video we did today, the fat Q&A, like and subscribe. That's always a great, try and get those subscribers up.
And comment
down below.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell. Yes, hit that post notification bell. If you enjoyed it, also comment down below, Comment down below your favorite question. And also comment down below who is your favorite host.
Yeah, and then any questions that you didn't get answered that you wanted answered.
Yeah, just pop them down. We'll probably answer them. Depends.
Yeah.
I'm busy. Nathan's busy.
I'll do it.
But, we'll make time for you.
Time.
Nathan will do it. Nathan will make time for you because he's a simp. He needs dick and pussy.
Bruh. Bait me.
I mean, you said it, didn't you? But hey, you answered the question saying sex, sex, sex.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you again next time and stay sane.
I'm off to eat some duck.
Duck, duck.